Hey guys! In this video, it is fighter talk time, okay? So I'm just gonna be chatting with you fighters, you XTINA fans. I'm going to be talking about the Liberation Tour so far. I'm going to do a fun fashion photo review of all the costumes that our queen has worn so far, but I'm only going to talk about photos she's already posted. Shifting your focus over her, honey, I am obsessed with this artist. Their name is Pop Love. I mean, how major is this piece, which is obviously taken from that infamous photograph that Christina posted on her Instagram to kind of jumpstart this whole Liberation era. I ordered this through their store on Society 6, and so that'll all be linked below. I was so shook when I saw this. I knew I had to have it, and I feel like it's like the perfect addition. I also want to talk about this amazing ring that one of my absolute best friends, Phil, got me for my birthday. It is my nickname for him and his nickname for me. We call each other Mother. Long story short, it was an inside joke from a Janet Jackson interview of all places, where Janet refers to her mom as Mother. So me and him would always just call each other Mother, like hi Mother. And then it started getting a bit creepy because like we would talk about kind of like X-rated, like raunchy things, and people who would overhear the conversation would be like, you're talking to your mother about this? And I'm like, okay, we need to like shorten this nickname down. So then we just started calling each other Mud, and he actually custom made this ring for me based on the Paper magazine cover where Christina has the mom ring. So that's where this ring concept came from, and I just thought it was like the most personal, lovely gift, I mean, I have fucking like ever received. So I am obsessed with it. This is like my new prized possession. I'm never gonna take it off. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I love any gift that is somehow related to XTINA. Also, you guys, I don't know how I'm gonna deliver this news like without absolutely breaking down into tears. XTINA, Maria, commented, also you guys, I don't know how I'm gonna deliver this news like without absolutely breaking down into tears. XTINA, Maria, commented on one of my Instagram posts. Yes, let's just all take a breath together. So later on in this video, I am going to be going in on what she said to me, and I'm gonna also share my post that she commented on, and we're just gonna have an emotional time together, honestly, because every time I've ever seen XTINA interact with any fighter on social media, I have literally broke down into tears just out of sheer joy. So can't wait to talk about that. Grab a drink, grab some snacks. Let's just take a stunning golden yellow brick road strut down Liberation Memory Lane. I love how it's already Memory Lane and the tour like literally is just launched. This imagery comes from the beginning video interlude of the tour. This is a glorious like picture slideshow video of Christina rocking this gorgeous black licorice trench raincoat. The volume in the sleeves, the structure of this piece is everything. Her hair and makeup is everything. You put our queen in a black and white anything and it works. I believe this is the same piece that she wore in the Fall in Line music video, if I'm not mistaken. I just can't see the bottom, but from this, it kind of looks like this is a coat. And I remember in the Fall in Line video, it wasn't a coat. It was more like a bodysuit, right? When she's being like kind of manhandled by the guards. But this is just gorgeous. I love the pocket watch dangling effect. I love this element of like her playing with time. This gives me such Alice in Wonderland vibes. It's reminding me of the impact that the Time's Up movement has had across Hollywood and the world. So I feel like with this video interlude that is at the very beginning of the Liberation Tour, I believe there's a big clock, okay? And I saw this because this amazing, stunning, gorgeous fighter live streamed her first opening night. And honey, I caved in and I watched the opening interlude. I watched the first number, watched half of the second number, and then I stopped. But there's a giant clock and the clock is counting down. And honey, I love me a good countdown. It gets my energy up, it gets me pumped up. I start to get like shakes. I just get so nervous, so excited. So I love how Christina played with time counting down. No more bullshit. Time to be authentic and honest, and time to take no more shit from anybody. This is a photo of the set that Christina posted. This is for the beginning of her opening number, which I won't spoil what song it is, but I love, love, love the clouds. I love this graphic. I just love everything about it. I love the arrangement of the screens, and okay, here we go. She comes out and it's like there's a windowsill basically. And what I didn't actually notice is right here, there's this like shattered part of the window. I love this look as well. I love the flower crown. I just love an impactful opening moment. This whole red look is by a designer named Vaquera. The entire Liberation era is styled by Karen Clarkson, and she really deserves snaps, fighters. She deserves some snaps for this magic. I'm also really into the simple bun for her hair this tour. These pictures are a little bit small, I do apologize, but I love her hair slicked back. I love this little bun. I believe she rocked a longer ponytail in her last show, which I also liked as well. But I think the bun is my favorite so far. But I just love this whole red look. I love the stage. I see there are some chains here, so she's like broken free of these chains. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the MTV Diary, she revisited her family home and she shared a story about how she would sit at her window and just sing songs from The Sound of Music. And that was like her escape. And I have a feeling that, you know, these windows, and just based on the song she starts the tour with, that's all I'm gonna say because I don't wanna spoil it for you, but the song that she starts the tour with, matched with this set, leads me to maybe believe that she was paying homage to her childhood and what helped her escape her pain that she went through as a kid. So I love just the personal touches that we're getting so far. And again, these are just a handful of photos that she shared herself, so it doesn't even really fully give you the effect of what this staging looks like. And I can't wait to see it in person when she comes to Canada. And obviously I'm gonna do a vlog, I'm gonna do a reaction. I will go way more in on everything when I go and see the show in person. Okay, you guys, she then kicks off the second number in this stunning, like kimono parka. This is very like New York City. This is very like high fashion. I love the print. I am getting just, you know, like Japanese vibes from it. This oversized kimono was custom made by a designer named Milligan Beaumont, and it was again styled by Karen Clarkson, and I just love the print. I love the colors. There looks like there's like a lot of different textures of fabric. I think there's probably some like shiny satin. I love the volume. Like normally, I'm not a huge fan of such an oversized garment, but this is so theatrical and it works. And I love her little double-decker bun. It looks like two little honey glazed donuts. Now I'm hungry, but it's just so cute and it works and she just looks amazing. I love the red liner in the hoodie. I love that it just is sitting over top of the previous red look. I love how they just work so well together. And that is the key to good styling, where you can, you know, do a quick change. Something is added to an old look that's made it new. I just love the play with fashion that I've seen so far from the Liberation Tour. And another thing that I love is this like Japanese vibe that we get. And for this song, I believe this is a throwback homage being paid to her debut era. So this is my personal wish, and hopefully I'm not spoiling anything, but I would have loved to see her perform Reflection. I would have loved to see her perform Reflection from the Mulan soundtrack with this whole vibe going on with the kimono. In this performance, she is performing a song from her debut album, and I have a feeling that this Japanese vibe is paying homage to the debut era. So I also love the fact that Christina is referencing Japan in the costumes, in the set for the beginning of the tour. She spent a lot of time as a child in Japan when her dad, I believe, was in the military. So Japanese culture, I feel like, has played a really big role in her upbringing and her life in general. So I love that for this number, starting off the tour, it is Japanese inspired, because at the very beginning we have her, you know, at the window, performing a Sound of Music inspired track, which I believe represents her childhood and her escape. And then once she's escaped, then she's exploring the beauty of Japanese culture, which she has really fond memories of as a kid, especially spending a lot of time with her mom. So I love the personal journey we go through already with the first 2 fucking songs. It is just a really raw, really personal tour, I can tell. I love this kimono so much. I love it paired with the red dress from the opening. I just love the whole change of vibe with the sets and the lights and the screens. I just think it really transports you to a completely different place. Oh my gosh, and these screens I'm obsessed with. They're like mystical, pink, sparkly. It looks like Sailor Moon vibes. I just love the whimsicality of the set. Okay, so this look is Gareth Pugh. It is major. It is like, I can't even get over this face headpiece. It is like, I don't even know, maybe it represents like threat of being silenced, because, and there's no spoiler here, but we all know that this is the number that goes into Dirty. And obviously, you know, going from the opening number, which was Sound of Music, her youth, her childhood, moving into a Japanese vibe, which is where she spent a lot of time as a child, that represented her debut era. Of course, she has this piece covering her mouth because that is what people wanted her to do. They wanted her to shut up. So I kind of understand the symbolism of this piece around her mouth. And of course, it is the reworked Chaps look, which is just everything. I have to be honest. When we saw her redo the Chaps look for the Back to Basics tour, I was like, this is the best reincarnation of that pivotal moment that we could ever get. And I don't ever want to see her try to do it again. Not try, but I don't ever want to see her recreate the Chaps look again, because I felt like it was so subtle, yet so impactful for the Back to Basics tour. But then, bam, honey, when she came out and I saw her wearing this, I was like, this works so much. I love the 2018 on the sleeve. I love that it then also says XTINA on this sleeve, because from her stripped Dirty days, she had those patches on the actual pant part of the chap. So I like that they incorporated it in a different way on the sleeves this time. And it almost was like Chaps on the sleeves and Chaps on the legs. It was like a cool double chap moment. So Gareth Pugh, yes. Thank you for doing the chap look justice. And then, honey, I just put in these photos because this is just a walk down memory lane. Again, she has the XTINA on this leg, the number here. I like, again, that they put the 2018 on the sleeve, just like representing this time in the world, this time with women, this time in government. It's all about being loud and being proud and being heard and voicing your opinion, no matter how popular or unpopular that opinion is. So I just think that they did such an insane job recreating the Chaps look, and I could not be happier. And her body just looks so amazing in it. And again, these are just some fun throwbacks from the original Chap days, which she does not get enough credit for this. She really doesn't. This was a major fashion moment when this happened. This set such a standard. I can't stress that enough. what she did here was so important. And it wasn't just important because it was like shocking and sexy. It was important because it was empowering. And I am just so proud of her and the journey that she has gone on. And oh my God, the sweatbands, I can't. The double sweatband, I'm obsessed with. I hope that she like redoes something with that. I would live. Oh, I love that so much. You can't get enough old school chap looks, so I just threw in a lot of them in the slideshow. Oh, so good, so good. I would live too if we got like a little bit of play with the black streaks in the hair and the braids. If she like comes out with even just like a little black streak, I would like lose my absolute mind. Okay, then we have a Vivienne Westwood moment. Now, I believe I know what songs she does in this look, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know the order of the songs that come with this look, so I don't know like, you know, what era this really represents, but of course she has the black tape crosses on her boobs, on her breasts, and I'm also noticing that there were like little pieces of kind of like gold confetti around her cleavage and a little bit on her face. Now, again, I haven't looked at a lot of spoilers, so I don't know for sure where that comes from, but what those little confetti pieces immediately reminded me of the Your Body music video. Remember when she's like at the end washing her hands of all the glitter? But I do know, and I hope this doesn't give anything away, I do know she does not perform Your Body, which I am like heartbroken about. So I know that the confetti in this look doesn't have anything to do with the Lotus era, but I believe she performed some Bionic tracks with this look, and I know that the black tapes on the nipples is in direct correlation with the Accelerate music video. Y'all remember that one. So I believe that is what is in reference to that single and that performance of Accelerate. Then we have this number. It was, I think, a rendition of The Great Supper. I think I know what she performs, but I love this, like, I believe it's a Dolce & Gabbana tiara, which is cute. I'm not a huge fan of Dolce & Gabbana, but hey, it's all good. Oh yes, I love this dress so much. And this whole look is by a designer named Joshua Kim, and I believe the black part of this look comes off. I think it's interchangeable because then I remember there was a video clip that she actually posted on her story where she was just wearing the white. And I love the drama in the shoulder pads. It also reminds me of Gaga's look in the Do What You Want performance from The Voice. Do you remember when they did that duet? Because Gaga had like a lot of volume on her shoulders, and that just kind of reminded me of it. And the material was kind of the same, so I like a fun throwback with this piece, and I can't wait to see it come to life on stage. This look, I believe she's performing Ain't No Other Man. I like this red tuxedo coat. I believe it is by Christian Cowan, but I could be mistaken. But I believe I saw like a behind the scenes Instagram story either on his page or her page, and it was like this really gorgeous red, almost like tuxedo structured piece. So I assume that this might be Christian Cowan, which I love. I love our queen with a mic stand, I really do, and I like that she's duplicated on the screens because, you know, what's better than 1 XTINA? 5 XTINA. I'm just so excited to see this tour in person. When I actually see it from beginning, middle, and end, I'm going to do another video where I really dissect it. So the video that I'm going to be putting out will contain a lot of spoilers. It's going to be like detailed and a lot of theory about why she made certain choices that she did, and I hope you guys enjoy it when I upload it because I am so excited to go to the tour and make this video for you. You have no idea. But that being said, let's move on. She is in New York because she is going to be performing at Radio City Music Hall October 3rd and 4th. So she hit up the radio scene. I believe she did a radio interview with Andy Cohen of Bravo and the Real Housewives franchise. Love that she's like bundled up in this New York like parka. I believe it's by Gucci. I like the floral print. I've never seen a Gucci jacket in this sort of print. I've never seen a Gucci jacket with like the New York Yankee logo on it. I guess this is like some limited edition collab that I'm just unaware of. About 3 days ago, I felt a wave of inspiration like flow over me. I was listening to the Liberation album and I was on the song Deserve. And there's something about this song, you guys, that I think after this amount of time, getting to know the record, listening to it from beginning to end multiple times, I think I can honestly say that my favorite track on the record is Deserve. My favorites tend to like ebb and flow. I sometimes like, you know, Masochist. I sometimes kind of, you know, gravitate towards Accelerate, like when I'm in a different mood. I love Twice, but there seems to be a constant favorite, and it seems to be the one song that I will like search on my Apple Music. Like when I'm on the subway or when I'm in transit, I seem to always search that song out and I put it on repeat. That's how I know that Deserve owns my heart. So as I was listening to Deserve a few days ago, I felt a rush of inspiration and I went onto my XTINA Pride Instagram account and I just started typing. I just started sharing feelings that I've had deep in my heart regarding this music for a while now that I just didn't really know. Like I knew what I felt, I didn't know how to put it into words. And for some reason when I was listening to Deserve, it just flowed out of me like crazy. So I'm gonna put the post on the screen, but I'm also just gonna read you the post. I actually haven't read it out loud, so this will be fun. So I wrote, as I see fighters' posts from XTINA's Liberation Tour, a wave of emotion crashes over me. I haven't dived into the deep end of footage, but have dipped my toe in and am living for the fire in our queen's eyes. The costumes, song arrangements, video interludes, and choreography are sharp, sincere, stunning. The Liberation album was a raw collection of songs that helped uncover vulnerability. Listening to it helped me inhale forgiveness and exhale insecurity, hostility, and blame towards myself for past mistakes. I spent a lot of time hiding from life. In my mind, I was living in the present, but in reality, I was scared of the future and running away from it. I was worried about others' opinions of me and found safety in ignoring life. As I listen to this record, I finally find the strength to chip away at the walls that have been built over the span of my life. On October 11th, I'll be seeing the show in Orillia, Ontario with my mom, who also attended the Back to Basics tour with me over 10 years ago. Along with Christina's music, my mother's love, strength, and guidance has fully equipped me to tackle obstacles head on and embrace life again. Thank you, XTINA, for this record and tour. Your art is the paint on my palette, and bitch, I'm gonna paint a fucking rainbow. I love you. So that's the post that I wrote, and I attached it with a picture of me in the black Liberation t-shirt, and I tagged Christina in it. And I mean, I really just felt strongly about how I felt about the record, and I really wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on it in a written form for a long time now. Got a lot of comments too from people who haven't even listened to the record yet, like, you know, non-fighters who were like, wow, this post like really made me want to discover this record. You know, it has been a very, very emotional time for me over the past few months, and the Liberation album really came into my life at the perfect time because I was really struggling, and I still am to some extent, but after really exploring the Liberation album and the era, and especially after seeing some of the pictures from the tour and some snippets, I really believe it was the tour that pushed me to really put my thoughts out there because I've been really holding it in for a long time. So a day later, I'm just sitting on my couch watching TV, and I do not get notifications to my phone regarding Instagram likes or comments. I only see it when I log in. I randomly log into my XTINA Pride Instagram and I go to my notifications because it says that I have like one comment and a few likes, and I just like click on it and I'm like, whoa, like time stopped, my vision blurred. I was like, what? Like things went into slow motion. I looked at the comment and it just said, "It's fighters like you who keep me inspired. thank you for your beautiful words. And it was XTINA. Okay, yeah, okay, sure. So seeing that comment was like out of this world. Like I didn't feel like I was in my own body. I felt like I was above myself looking down, and it was so surreal, and I was actually just so emotional because I know that I'm not the only one who feels like that about her music, and I know I'm not the only person who has been helped by her music in such a drastic, life-changing way. So I was just feeling a lot of emotions for so many different reasons, but yeah, that was like one of the biggest surprises I've ever felt. Like just going on to my notifications and seeing like, oh, XTINA just left a comment. Oh, we're just like BFF, you know what I mean? We're just like friends now. I still can't believe it. I mean, I literally need to slap myself just to like snap out of it, you know? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please just like leave a comment letting me know what you thought. What do you think about the Liberation Tour costumes and the sets? Do you agree with my like theory as to why certain styles are expressed in the tour, like regarding her, you know, debut era and her childhood? And just let me know your thoughts on it. And if you've actually seen the tour, then please leave a comment with your thoughts about it. Did you enjoy it? Like, what were your favorite parts? Of course you enjoyed it. Let me just answer that for you right now, honey. You enjoyed it. But let me know your favorite parts of the tour. Just like any personal story you wanna share. Oh my God, did you guys do a meet and greet with the Queen? Please leave a comment. Let me know how that went. I'm getting chills just thinking about the possibility of that. I mean, I would die. I don't even know. I can't even think about me being in that situation, but if you did a meet and greet experience for the Liberation era, let me know how it went in the comments. Let me live vicariously through you, please. Beyond. Like just the thought makes me want to cry. Oh my God. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, then subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload. And if you want to connect on social media, my username is @NadiWeb or @XTINAPride across all platforms. Thank you so much for watching from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it more than you know. And until my next video, mwah, bye guys.